Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Automotive Cybersecurity Terra series. Today, we're covering impact rating, the complete methodology and practical guide. This is one of the most critical skills you'll need for cybersecurity risk assessment in the automotive industry. We'll cover the 4 mandatory categories, rating levels, UNR 155 requirements, and domain-specific practical tips. Let's dive in. Here's what we'll cover in the next 10 minutes. First, impact rating overview. Why it matters and how it works. Second, the 4 mandatory impact categories: safety, financial, operational, and privacy. Third, the 4 rating levels: severe, major, moderate, and negligible. Fourth, detailed criteria for each category. Fifth, UNR 155 regulatory requirements. And finally, domain-specific guidance for different industries and vehicle types. Impact rating assesses the severity of negative consequences when a damage scenario occurs. 4 key principles to remember. First, focus on consequences. We're evaluating harm to road users, not the likelihood of attack. Second, use a standardized scale. 4 levels ensure consistent risk communication across your organization. Third, it's multidimensional. 4 mandatory categories give you a comprehensive view. Fourth, it enables risk prioritization. This helps you make objective decisions about where to invest your security resources. ISO SAE 21434 requires 4 mandatory categories. Safety impact measures physical harm or death to road users. This uses ISO 26262 standards rating from S0 to S3. Financial impact measures monetary losses to road users, hospital bills, repair costs, lost income. This is organization defined. Operational impact measures function loss or performance degradation, service outages, system failures, reduced capability. Privacy impact measures personal data protection and PII exposure. This must comply with GDPR and CCPA regulations. You must assess all 4 categories for every damage scenario. Some may be negligible, and that's fine, but you must consider each one. Now, the rating scale. 4 levels applied universally to all categories. Severe means catastrophic consequences. For safety, life-threatening injuries or death. For financial, unrecoverable losses. For operational, complete loss of core functions. For privacy, massive data breaches. Major means substantial but recoverable. Serious injuries with probable survival, significant but manageable costs, important function impairment, notable data exposure. Moderate means inconvenient consequences. Minor injuries, limited costs, partial degradation, limited data exposure. Negligible means no meaningful impact, no injuries, no losses, no impairment, no data exposed. These 4 levels give you consistent vocabulary for discussing risk. Safety impact uses ISO 26262 functional safety standard. Severe equals S3, life-threatening injuries where survival is uncertain or fatal injuries. Examples: high-speed collision, brake failure. Major equals S2, severe injuries but survival is probable. Examples: airbag malfunction, partial steering failure. Moderate equals S1, light and moderate injuries requiring medical attention. Examples: low-speed collision, minor whiplash. Negligible equals S0, no injuries whatsoever. Examples: warning light errors, non-safety feature issues. Always work with your functional safety team to validate these ratings. Financial impact measures monetary losses to road users, not your company. Severe means unrecoverable damage, over $50,000 in our example, like bankruptcy-level medical bills or total vehicle loss with major injuries. Major means substantial but recoverable, $10,000 to $50,000, like complete vehicle repairs covered by insurance. Moderate means limited costs, $1,000 to $10,000, like partial repairs or extended rental cars. Negligible means no meaningful loss, under $1,000 or 0. Define these thresholds for your organization before starting assessments. Operational impact measures function loss or degradation. Severe means complete loss of core functions. Engine shutdown, brake failure, steering inoperative. The vehicle cannot fulfill its primary purpose. Major means important function impairment. ADAS features disabled, transmission degraded mode, critical sensors failed. Moderate means convenience features affected. Infotainment crash, climate control failure, navigation unavailable. The vehicle is still drivable, Negligible means no perceivable impairment. Background processes affected, diagnostic features only, no user-facing impact. Privacy impact uses a two-axis assessment data sensitivity and linkability to individuals. Severe means very sensitive data with easy linkability, social security numbers with names, real-time location tracking, financial accounts. This can result in GDPR fines up to 4% of global revenue. Major means sensitive with easy linkability or very sensitive with difficult linkability. Email and phone numbers, detailed driving patterns. Moderate means sensitive with difficult linkability or non-sensitive with easy linkability. Anonymized statistics. User preferences. Negligible means no PII or public information only. Always consult your legal and privacy teams for complex assessments. UN Regulation 155 became effective in July 2024 for EU, Japan, Korea, and other markets. It mandates a cybersecurity management system for vehicle type approval. UNR 155 Annex 5 defines 8 attack impact categories: vehicle motion control, safety functions, driver information, data privacy, intellectual property, financial loss, operational availability, and infrastructure. Your risk assessment must consider impacts across multiple dimensions, not just safety. This regulation makes impact rating not just best practice, but a legal requirement. For electrical and electronic systems at the component level, safety, map to ISO 26262. ASIL levels, consider redundancy and response time requirements. Financial, factor in ECU replacement costs, typically $500 to $5,000, plus warranty implications. Operational, distinguish between core functions and convenience features, evaluate degraded mode capabilities. Privacy, identify what data is stored in ECU memory, assess CAN message confidentiality needs. Vehicle type affects impact assessment. Passenger vehicles focus on occupant protection and daily commute disruption. Commercial vehicles must consider revenue loss, $500 to $5,000 per day, and logistics chain impact. Autonomous vehicles are critical. Assume S3 safety rating as default since there's no human backup. Service availability is crucial for the business model. Adjust your thresholds based on vehicle type and use case. Production environment has unique considerations. Manufacturing systems. Production downtime can cost $10,000 to $500,000 per hour for major OEMs. Safety includes production line injuries, supply chain. Counterfeit parts create safety risks, and delivery delays cause financial losses. Development infrastructure. Compromised software cascades to entire fleets, making this severe. IP theft can cost millions. Let's see a complete assessment. Scenario: autonomous emergency braking fails during imminent collision. Safety: severe. Life-threatening collision at highway speeds. ISO 26262 S3. AEB is safety critical. Financial: major. Vehicle total loss plus medical costs, $40,000 to $100,000 combined, but recoverable through insurance. Operational: severe. Vehicle completely inoperative after collision, total loss of transportation capability. Privacy: negligible. No PII exposure. This is a physical safety incident. 8 best practices for success. Define clear thresholds before assessment. Get multidisciplinary review from safety, legal, and finance teams. Document rationale for every rating. Take a conservative approach when uncertain. Check consistency across similar scenarios. Update regularly when designs or regulations change. Consider operational context. And use established standards like ISO 26262 and UNR 155. Follow these practices and your impact ratings will be defensible and consistent. Let's summarize. Impact rating assesses severity of damage scenarios. 4 categories: safety, financial, operational, privacy, all mandatory. 4 levels: severe, major, moderate, negligible. Use ISO 26262 for safety. Define thresholds for others. UNR 155 makes this legally required. Apply domain-specific guidance for your context. Next in our series, attack feasibility rating and risk level determination. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and drop your questions in the comments. Stay secure!